I'm Carrie from Wisconsin.
And I'm Elliott from DC.
And now we're both from Orange County. We're Christians, and we believe that being gay is not a sin.
We support full equality for the LGBT community.
This has always been a given for us. And I ask our fellow Christians, if you really listen to Jesus' boundary-defying teachings and worship God with all your heart, how can you not see God's likeness and love in all of God's children and in their love?
For many of us, it is fundamental to our understanding of Christianity that our God's love encompasses all of our world's diverse humanity, regardless of race, religion, gender identity, or sexual orientation.
Some of the most inspiring people in our lives are LGBT people. They are, for instance, couples with a profound understanding of the deep, joyful, spiritual, often challenging but so rewarding commitment that marriage entails, whose lifelong love for each other grows daily, renewed whenever they look in each other's eyes and see the same beautiful devotion shining back. Couples who have endured unjust hardship because of the fear and ignorance of others, and whose steadfast love under fire is a testament to the goodness of that love. They are parents whose dedication to their children knows no bounds, whose homes and families are tightly knit together with resilient strands of patience, humor, and above all, unconditional love.
They are our family, our friends, and our neighbors, whom we are meant to love, not because they are just the same as us, but because they are themselves.
They are also, many of them, Christians, gifted and actively giving, the backbone of their churches, and they are Christian clergy with a clear call to ministry, who do God's work with a strength, integrity, and dignity that inspire everyone they meet, whose beautiful faith is written in their countenances and shines in their words and deeds for all to see.
When we moved to Orange County, we chose our church based on inclusiveness, not proximity.
This was our choice, not because of a fear of rejection or judgment due to our sexual orientation, a fear very real to many. We chose a church that is inclusive and affirming of LGBT people because we wanted to choose a community of faith that chooses everyone, that chooses all of our friends and all those we've never met, that would choose us, no matter who we might be. That matters. First of all, for us, church is not just Sunday morning. It's our community, the people we support and turn to for support, the people we hope to live alongside in fellowship as we grow old. We need to trust them with what we freely give to the church, our hearts, our gifts, and our offerings. And, most important, we need to trust them with our children someday, that their messages will be in keeping with the love in our faith. And we do trust them. Because of their loving embrace of LGBT people, our community, St. Mark Presbyterian Church in Newport Beach, has shown us that the core of the Christian faith is sound here, the way it should be. Church is more than Sunday morning, and everyone who wants to be a part of this beautiful global fellowship should be welcome. That, in fact, is the very foundation of what Christian fellowship means. Being Christian is also about more than Sunday morning. My faith, to me, is a gentle daily comfort, a presence, a purpose, an awesome, powerful hope, and so much more. It's a tragedy when a Christian, through perpetuating the myth that one of God's children is less than fully beautiful in God's eyes, manages to take that comfort, hope, and purpose away from someone else. Our actions and words don't only define us to those around us, they also define the faith that we represent. And therefore, to many, they create a perception of Christianity and even of God. This is a tremendous and terrifying responsibility, but also an amazing privilege. It is our responsibility and privilege to do our very best to be a demonstration of what God intends for our world. That's why we're making this video. Even though I'm an introvert and the very public nature of YouTube terrifies me, we feel a responsibility to live our principles, to stand up and be counted. Everyone needs to know that a few closed-minded people don't speak for all Christians. We're not all like that, and the cruelty of bigotry is never God.
We're not all like that, because some of us believe that the Lord is our shepherd, and that he is guiding us to a world that has more understanding, more compassion, and more love for one another rather than less.
We believe that it's our job, all of ours, to make God's kingdom happen here. And the first steps are to be God's grace to each other and to see it in each other, in all of us.